stable. Okay, that's got a wider view than it shows. Are you ready?
Cool.
Okay.
Hey guys!
Hello. Taco the Valley is back. We're here.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, whenever you're seeing this. Happy Easter.
Happy St. Patty's when we go away for another 2 months.
I know. No, we'll be back sooner this time.
Yes. And if you haven't already, I hope that you are subscribed to us. You are liking our content so far, and
more importantly,
stay tuned.
Commenting.
Yes,
I love commenters.
She's a comment.
I eat it up because you know,
goblin.
It gives us content for the next video. It gives us ideas. So yeah, leave a comment.
It lets us know what you want out of us.
Yeah, exactly.
With that, let's get into it. How you been, girl?
I've been good. Life has been good, different. I'm on a different trajectory right now. We'll get into that later, y'all. Y'all not ready for that? How about you?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if anything has been going on necessarily with me. Same old. We employed. Hallelujah.
But we back and we better, and that's what matters.
Yes, we're here.
So, have you guys been watching the Oscars? Did you watch the Oscars?
I actually did not watch the Oscars.
Oh, okay. I did because we got YouTube TV, so I was able to watch it. And it was so, I mean, it kind of sucked because Wicked, they're not winning enough awards, in my opinion. I really liked Wicked. And I think that Ariana Grande and Cynthia and all the actors deserved way more, but I was happy that, what was it, the first ever like Black clothing designer, creator, whatever, won an Oscar for Wicked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, decent.
So that was pretty major.
That is major. That's huge.
But did you see the performance? Did you at least see the clips of Cynthia and Ariana Grande singing?
Like the one I sent you where the Cynthia's like belching or not, I don't think belching is the word, but she's like singing, she's doing her thing, and like Ariana's just
just smiling in the background. Oh my god, it was
love.
so cute.
So this is like a little meme clipped.
Yes. Oh, you have to go back and watch it because listening to Cynthia sing live, bro, she sounds exactly like in the movie, like 100%.
Yeah, because she did what, like the movie live.
Yes.
That was a live recording, like as she was doing all her stunts and everything. That woman is incredible.
And I think that's the crazy part is because she is moving all around, but she sounds exactly the same. And she sounds the same, just standing there. How do you do that? Like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And it just made me relive watching Wicked for the first time. Really? So I know you watched the play. You were into Wicked.
Yes.
I had never even heard of Wicked until maybe 2013. From shout out to Patrick Starr. He did a video. I told you before, he was like in all green. He did makeup. He was wearing a black dress. And I'm pretty sure he was singing Defying Gravity. But I
didn't know he was singing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My dumbass thought that he created the song. I thought he created the concept. And I was like, wow, like he's so cool. And it wasn't until, I don't know how, like maybe 8 years later that you mentioned the play. And I was like,
I don't even know in what context, because like I was sitting quiet because since 2013 I had heard the rumors of the movie. So I've been waiting for this for a decade.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was like graduation year, and they were talking about there's gonna be a Wicked movie, and I think they were already talking about it was gonna be Ariana. Like
back then,
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I feel like that was the conversation even back then. Don't quote me on that.
I do know that Ari was like I just found out because I didn't know about Wicked, but I just found out that she's been like Team Wicked her whole life. She's always wanted to be Glinda.
Yeah, that was like. She manifested that shit. She manifested it because I think when we were young is when like she went to the play and she met the original Glinda and stuff. So I had no idea about that. The only definite I can say is that the rumors of the movie have been since back then, and I let it go after a while because it went quiet from that. Like they said it was gonna happen, and I made my little Facebook post about it. I was like, I can't wait, I don't understand.
Damn.
And then nothing until now, and it was really magical for that to be like your first impression of it. It made me even nervous to like share it with you. Like, I was like, oh my god, is it gonna?
It's because I'm a really tough movie critic. I'm really tough when it comes to movies, just because I grew up on Bollywood and those movies are number one expensive to produce. There's a lot of thought, a lot of effort into the clothing, the hair, the makeup.
I used to think she was a movie snob because I try to show her movies. It's just like, and then once I watched the Bollywood, I was like, oh, excuse me.
Yeah, like you just have to experience it. You have to experience the right one, and it low key has to be the right time in your life too. But yeah, it really lived up to all the hype that you had for it.
Okay.
So
I'm
10
glad.
out of 10.
I'm glad.
I'm a changed woman.
Yes.
I'm a changed woman.
When you're not into something, you will tune. Like we got ADHD, so you will tune all the way out.
No, all the way out. Like in one ear, out the other. I forgot about that.
Just like she'll pull out the phone. Oh
yeah. I just smile and nod.
Man,
not a thought behind it.
Happy for Wicked.
And it didn't. It didn't.
So good.
But I wanted to know, like, your experience going from the play to the movie. Like, what did you?
I feel like only thing for me is it took away a little bit just because I had like my expectations based off of the book and off of the play. And so I feel like when you go in watching it like that, you're like, okay, I want to see this and I want to see this.
Yeah.
And some of it was like, I could hear my little thoughts in the back of my head. Like when they had the whole dynamic with her and her dad, with Alphaba and her dad, I just didn't feel like that was like, I know it was like condensed because it was nuanced. And I guess for a movie, it already being like a 2 hours change long movie, like they couldn't really go into the nuance of that relationship, which I hope they go into in part 2. Because it's not just like, he does feel a way that Nessa doesn't have legs because Alphaba, like it's kind of like a chain of reaction, her fault. So there is that, but I don't know, it wasn't just like this disdain and Alphaba was just a caretaker for Nessa. It never gave that in the book or in the play, in my opinion. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I feel like that, and then I don't know, was it anything else that I have to confess that initially Cynthia's note for defying gravity threw me off because it's not the same as as Elsa's, I don't know her name, but Elsa's note. Like that, it's different. It's different.
And she said that right after the movie too. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, you do it. No, because
I can't do it. That's one thing I can tell you. But I think her name was like India or whatever. Her note is different. And it would hit me in my chest. And I think what killed it for me, what I didn't love, is that they made that pivotal note like a part of the marketing. I hated that because then it was everywhere. Target commercials. Oh!
Was it? I didn't notice.
It was a loud yell.
Well, yes, but I feel like that was always kind of like Wicked's thing. Like
they could have did popular. Like popular could have been like the marketing angle. Like that would have been fun. But
that's
to
true.
Make that like that is like the turning point of the movie or of the story.
That's true.
All in that note, and you sit there and put it in every commercial, but
a part of
it we see about the movie.
Me being fresh to it, I liked it because the way the movie ends on the cliffhanger. It's like that's the part of the movie that you look forward to, and then it ends.
Yeah,
and it leaves me like thirsty for more. Like I'm fiending. Like I'm like, give it to me now.
Are you getting it 2026 or 2026?
I think this year.
Is it this year?
I think it's this year, the end of this year. They better not make me wait a whole nother. No.
I wonder how it's gonna be because in the book, I feel like I can tell details. Talk about the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't remember the second. I'm not gonna even hold y'all right now. I don't remember the second half of the play like that, but I have read the book twice now, and the second half of the book is somber. It's somber, and it's melancholy.
I've gotten that.
It's dark.
I've picked up on that a little bit because I think I saw a couple comments of people saying like, "Oh, if you thought that the first, like the ending of the first movie was emotional, just wait."
Right, you're not ready.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, like I need it. Like I live for that kind of drama in movies, like and stories. You know, like yeah. So. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So another thing that made the Wicked movie so like grandiose for me was the fact that I was 100% shrooming during that movie. We kind of do that. Like we'd be doing that, you know.
Yeah,
I do like
a little pastime. You know,
it used to be more often, but you know, we're getting old now, so not as much. But
you getting old. I'm 21. I just turned
18.
I don't know what you're talking
but I'm an adult now. It's different. So it just was. First of all, the story, I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I went in very curious, and then shrooms already makes you curious. So now I'm like double curious, and I'm super into everything that's happening. Mm-hmm. And I have to say that because I ate the stuff before the movie started. So by the time the movie started, I was already feeling it. So when Glinda is talking, she's using those words that like don't exist.
Oh yes, it's fantabulous.
Yes, and I was like, is it me?
Tripping me up a little bit. Because I don't know if they did that in the play or in the book. I don't remember like these. What is it? Munchkinlander language.
Yeah, like, and I went back and watched The Wizard of Oz, and I still don't remember seeing that part. So I was just like, So it took me a minute to like adjust, but once I realized like, because there was like other words like spectabulosis or something like that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the
They're
thing.
Speaking similar.
Yeah, exactly. Like I get it. It's supposed to be another world, so okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. I think my necklace is dragging. So it made sense, but the music was really good. I liked it. It made me feel like warm and fuzzy until it got to that Bach song.
Me and Bach.
I literally was so.
You know when she's saying it, how we felt, because what the fuck are you talking about, Bach?
I literally had to stop in the movie theater, and I was like, what is she talking about? She never even said she had a crush on him.
And at this point, I was like holding my breath. I was like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna fly.
At that point, I ate a little bit more because I was like, no, this cannot. Like, no, it was so good up until this point. Embarrassing.
It was. How did you feel about that part where they were doing their little interpretive dance? When Elphaba showed up in that. So I think at that point I was on a good trip, and I was just like, I feel like I was like a part of the crowd. I was feeling the exact same way. They were feeling like, what the entire fuck is going on?
I was like,
honestly, how everyone feels watching Cynthia and Ariana together.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Would y'all like to be alone?
Literally, I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
And I didn't really appreciate that scene until after the fact, because that was like the change in their relationship. So I understood the importance of it after the fact. But watching it, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, okay, it's not that good of a dance. Like, okay, I guess.
It was very strange. It's very strange.
Yeah. So that part almost lost me a little bit. But then when they were getting emotional, I was like, okay, like this is significant.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely gave that it was significant, but it was just so odd. But it conveyed what it needed to convey, because like that's the whole premise of Elphaba. She is so odd. It's like they're holding their breath, like what is she about to do? We just played her, got her in this party in this crazy hat, like what's gonna be her reaction? And then she starts doing this fuck dance.
I know. I was like, okay. And then Ariana, to me it was a little bit overly dramatic. I feel like, I don't know, at the same time I get the plot.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So but I was like,
very dramatic.
I had to tell myself like, we're gonna stay positive. We're gonna
we're gonna stick with this. Where do you think you were peaking?
It's kind of strange. I mean, I was kind of tripping the whole night. So I guess because I ate that second half, I was definitely peaking when they got to Oz.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening right now? Like, wait a minute, focus.
They put some detail into the build of the world.
Yeah,
world
yeah.
Immersive.
When the monkey was changing, that's when I was
that melted my brain a little bit, the way that they did that, because it was grotesque.
Yes, it was painful.
You could see that.
And let me tell you guys something. A long time ago, I was in a play. And I was the evil queen, monkey queen or whatever.
So the queen of the wikis.
Yeah, so I felt for the monkey. I was like, oh my God, this is my origin story. It's kind of racist they did that to me, but I'll allow it because my school was mostly black. And
okay.
Yeah.
It was a lot of monkeys. It wasn't just you.
Yeah. It wasn't like they casted all the white people as everything else and I was the only black person as the monkey. That would have been crazy.
That would be wild, yeah.
But that wasn't the
Some
case.
furniture moving for sure.
That wasn't the case. But that part definitely was, I was tweaking out. And then the end, like the whole, book thing.
Oh, the Grimmery.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like this is getting crazy. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like they led up to that defying gravity and they just ended it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, and that's the halftime of the halftime. I don't think that's what it's called, but it's the halftime of the show. So
yeah, I loved it. It. Like I'm a changed woman. We were listening to Wicked on the way over here. I'm singing the words. Like I love it. I love it.
She doesn't like dancing through life, but that's my jam. That's where I started feeling it, where I was feeling the shrooms. When they were doing that choreography in the clocks. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
There was so much going on. I was like looking like
no, same. It was like I turned into a baby. Like I'm watching the movie for the first time ever, and I was like,
it was a sensory overload.
Yeah, it was. But it's such an incredible feeling. That's what I love about watching movies on the shrooms. It feels so surreal.
Yes, it gives you a visceral feeling.
Yeah.
What would possess us to watch the horror movies that we watch on shrooms? I can't tell you, but that's where I feel like our kick started.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
for sure.
It all started with a shroom trip and Oculus. Oculus. My roommates hated me that day because we watched that movie. What was it, like 11? We started the night at a normal time and we watched that movie and it had to have been like maybe 1 when it went off. And then we were talking until the sun came up because what did we just...
Not only were we talking, we were in the middle of psychosis. If you go back and listen to our audio podcast on Spotify or Apple, wherever you can find podcasts, Talk in the Valley.
I think we did post.
We posted. It was what's the director's name?
Mike Flanagan.
Yes, we were like Flanagan. Like we went into this.
We have beef with Flanagan.
We went into this crazy universe, the world's craziest rabbit hole. Yes. Like
we were like, that meme of what's his face with the bulletin board with all the strings connected, everything.
Oh yes. Literally. Oh my! We were literally writing notes.
We have notes.
Oh God! That was such a crazy trip. That was the craziest trip of my life, bro. I was like, because Oculus was scary because we both had the same trip.
Yes.
Because we're watching the same movie, but we're seeing the same things.
We interpret it like the same way. Because we went back and watched it, we were like, wait.
Yes, okay, so this is what tripped me out. I guess it's because when you are on shrooms, your perception of time is way off. Okay. So when we're watching the movie, to me, it sounded like they were like, at points, they were just talking like really fast and they were like saying words that didn't exist or like just saying like a crazy sentence.
Yeah.
But then we went back and watched it and that was not the case at all.
I feel like we even like interpreted it, like I felt like we were jumping timelines a lot throughout the movie. I don't know if that necessarily happened. Like I felt like we were seeing their family dynamic from when they were younger and then like it would jump to them being adults and back at the house. Because weren't they there to like, because the parents had passed away or something like that and they were there to, you know how you do after the passing of a loved member, you go and collect their items and pack up the house or whatever.
No, I think they did in the movie, but it just the transition was like skipped over. So like we would skip over the transition and we would just like notice the middle of it.
Yeah, because I think we were still like kind of talking and stuff
through
the movie.
Yeah, like what?
And then we would come back like, whoa!
Yeah. It was so insane. And I don't know why we continued doing horror after that. I don't know, because after that, that's when we went into Saw.
Yeah.
Or was it Men in Black first?
Men in Black was a trip.
That was a trip. And or was it Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Or no, I think we were just drinking for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Were we drunk?
In the morning, yeah.
We were. Oh yeah, because we had the homeboy over and we were drinking
Douce.
It was a red wine. It was whatever that red wine is.
Okay.
A little lay.
Taylor port?
I don't think it was port, but it was something like that. It was that the menage a trois stuff, but I don't think it was menage a trois. It was that brand, but a different bottle.
Menage a trois is the brand.
Okay, menage a trois.
And then there's like Dolce and.
Okay, it was Dolce then.
Yeah,
I do believe we were drinking Dolce.
I believe it.
We were lit that morning, and I think we had some tequila sunrises too.
Yeah. That was a time.
Yeah, then we watched the Chainsaw Massacre. But
I think what happened, I think our mindset was this, that we were already kind of getting into horror movies, but we were too scared to do Saw. So we were like, let's do shrooms and we're going to not be scared and we're going to do it.
What sent us over that hump where we were just like, we're just going to do it?
I feel like it's because we started watching horror movies.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one we watched first, if it was Inferno or if it was that.
You know what I think we started with? Not like started with, but like I think what kind of bridged the gap is us watching Midsommar.
Oh, yeah.
We watched Midsommar and I think we just couldn't get enough.
That's true. That feeling of just like, shrooms just makes you feel so into whatever it is that you're doing. And it has to be like, you have to be doing a very specific thing that feels good. Because we have had some shroom trips where it was just like zombified, like awkward and uncomfortable.
If you don't have like an itinerary or just like some type of thing to occupy you while you're shroom tripping, then you're going to be like,
you just get lost.
Because I know one time we were sitting in my room and we were just like, did we turn on music? And I think we turned on music and we were like, we don't want to listen to music.
We were watching videos. We were like, we don't want to watch a video. I put a movie on and we were like, nah.
We were just kind of sitting there.
And then we were on TikTok. We were like, no. And then we literally were just laying there and just like, I guess.
This is it.
This is it. It was such a weird night.
It was. That was a weird one. And I think we weren't feeling movies. We just weren't feeling
anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. I think that we probably should have been in nature for that one.
Probably. Yeah. We needed something happening around us.
Yeah.
For that.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
But
I love getting psyched out and going into worlds with you.
Yes, and that's why I wanted us to shroom trip for you watching your first Bollywood movie.
Yes. You orchestrated that beautifully. That was beautiful.
I have a list. I think it's on your computer still. It probably still, but like a list of a bunch of Bollywood movies that I wanted to watch. Mm-hmm. I knew which one I wanted her to watch first, but I wanted to let fate do it. And so I don't remember how, but like we randomly picked it. And you
told me to pick one. Because all of them, like they're, I don't know what they are. So I don't know what that means. Exactly.
She didn't know the storylines, nothing. She just was looking at a bunch of letters. Pretty much. She don't know what that means.
No, not at all.
And so she picked the one that I wanted her to watch. I mean, I had like a top two. She picked the one that I thought was going to be best.
Yes.
And
Yes. And that took me on a journey, emotional journey, because the thing is, she's an evil one, because I've never been really open with emotions. I don't think we've watched anything together that warranted crying or that I've cried at. But that one got me.
And I laughed.
She loved every moment of it.
I loved it. It was the best moment of my life.
Every moment of it. Because I'm deep in this trip, right? And these are spoilers. If you haven't watched the movie, you should. But if you have, continue listening. We're deep in this where the main character has passed on in one timeline. And he is he's jumped to another timeline now where he's like this rich and famous person that he wanted to be in the previous timeline that he was in. He was always saying things like, I'm going to be, what was that? I'm going to be
a superstar.
I'm going to be a superstar. So, mind it. So he jumps to a timeline where he is like, he's this young, hot superstar person and he's being arrogant and he's got all these fans and stuff. And in his past life, him and his mom had like this really strong relationship. Like his mom believed in him, and it was just beautiful. And so he's living this new life now, and I'm tripping. I'm just like watching, like, what about his mom? Like they jumped into this new life, and you know, his friend and his mom, their history at this point. And so I'm just sitting, I'm watching, like, what about his mom? Like, what is his mom going through right now? And she burst through the crowd, like, my son. And I was like,
and it was a wrap.
Yes, my heart dropped.
The tears are coming down, and I looked over at her and I said, ah!
She cracked the uncrackable.
I knew it. My Bollywood movies are like that, emotional, raw drama.
And then also beautiful. There's such like small details, like, you know, talking about I'm gonna be a big star and everything, and like in the background, like the city details and the billboards, stuff like that. So colorful and vibrant.
The set design, the cast, everybody. Yeah, it's true. It's so involved. I like certain directors are like that, you know. So that's what I'm used to. That's why American movies are so like, I guess,
yeah.
But I forgot my train of thought.
You just turned me onto a whole different world. Not even with that. I didn't even tell you. I actually recently watched Phantom of the Opera. Yeah.
What did you think? Oh my God, Christine.
Bro, that shit was so good. First of all, the Phantom could get it.
Low key. Yeah, he can. He can. He can.
He's like, you belong to me.
Oh my God.
And you, I'm gonna fold it. I don't know.
Girl, I loved him so bad. And then that underwater world where they're like in the boat, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like,
no, yeah.
I want to go there.
Yeah, no, that was and he's got like his collection of stuff that I guess he's just collected from being underground all that time.
Yeah.
Like, that is another one where like the set design is just gorgeous.
Yep. You get it. Thank you. Because my bestie Talia, she'd be like, you and Phantom of the Opera, because we watched it, I think, the same year. Because we had chorus, I think, with the same teacher, but we had different classes. Oh, okay. And so he showed us Phantom of the Opera and Fiddler on the Roof. But after I watched Phantom of the Opera, I was a changed woman. I was like, that is my shit.
I was like, okay, there was a theme going on.
Yeah, you get it.
And then, like, Christine, she's so beautiful. Yeah. Her voice is gorgeous.
Yeah, and her hair.
Yes.
And her little outfits. And she's so cute and demure.
Yes, very much so.
He's all like husky and damaged and broken and in love. And just tired. Love me a broken man. No, I'm just kidding.
I can fix
him. He's gonna want to fix himself for me.
I'm beauty and I need a beast.
Low key. That's where it all started for me. I love Phantom of the Opera. I actually recently found a bar, and we should probably go to it next month. It's like one of the taglines was like, for nerds, love Broadway lovers, whatever. So it's a Broadway bar, like it's a little pop up. But okay, check it out. A lot of the movies on that list, I was like, but I saw Phantom of the Opera, I saw Wicked, and I think I saw one other one. But I was like, okay, that'd be cute.
Are these the ones that do like karaoke or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that was my thing. That's my qualm, because I don't love karaoke a lot, right?
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how I would feel about going to the karaoke and they're singing like all these other songs I don't care about.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
the key. I know with like doing karaoke when it's like a big room, I feel like the key is to get lit until you don't care.
Yeah, like, but super, like, you have to get blasted, like.
Yeah, because that's what I did my first time doing like a open room karaoke. I was like, I'm gonna drink these adios motherfuckers.
You have to. You have to.
I think I could hold a key, and I for sure cannot.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. I have traumatized some people with Disney movies, you know, Disney songs.
Yeah. That was my choice for that.
Where did you watch Phantom of the Opera?
I was at work. I watched it on what was it on? Oh, Tubi, actually. Oh. Tubi has a lot of the like classics. I've been watching a lot of like blaxploitation films and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta get back on Tubi then, because Phantom of the Opera. It used to be on Netflix a long time ago.
Okay.
I watched it so much. I love that movie. I'm so glad you watched it.
Yeah. No.
I guess I have some tips. I have some tips that if you're ever going to shroom trip, I think you should make sure you're warm, make sure you're comfortable.
Always comfort goes first. Yes.
And make sure you have fruit.
Yeah, because I feel like your appetite kind of goes away. It dwindles. I don't have the munchies.
Like food does not hit. Like it just you don't want to chew it. You don't want to swallow it. Probably because like
it's too immersive.
Yeah, it's too immersive. But fruit is just juicy because the shroom kind of dries you out a little bit. So it's like the fruit like gives you some moisture, gives you some energy. I do love a smoothie the next day too.
Yeah. I could agree with that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm experienced enough in shrooms to be giving out advice. I don't know if I have any advice for what do they call them? Psychonauts?
Is that what they call them? I don't know. It's been a long time though. Yeah. Well, not that long.
Right. Since Wicked. The Wicked was like the last, and that was
like November.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
It was a little bit ago. We're going to, I think we do 4D Max or 4DX.
Oh, yeah, 4DX now.
For Wicked 2.
Yes.
And we take us a fat shroom.
Yeah, I'm with it.
With our blankets and our little hot toddies, because it'll be winter time.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready this time.
And we're not going to the same theater this time.
No. No. I was so mad because I just like wanted to find one that was available for the times that we all needed.
Luckily, I was so out of it didn't really bother me that much. I was just like,
that was not the movie you want to be sitting upright for.
Because the seats didn't recline. Like, it's 2025. What are we doing?
I didn't think we were still doing that in any of the theaters. Because I think even Fallbrook had them where they weren't reclining at one point, and now they do. Now they have like the full
probably went under
inclusive like seats.
Fallbrook. Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a smaller one, you know?
Yeah, when we saw Smile 2.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
I was like scrolling through my my old tweets and I had ran into that car scene.
Oh, you guys gotta go watch our video that we did on Smile 2. That was good.
That was good. We don't fuck with you either. What's his name? Parker Finn? I think it's Parker Finn. We don't like you either.
We don't, but we do, but we don't.
Right.
But we do.
Right.
But we don't.
And if you ever want to come on the podcast.
Come on. Let's get into your brain.
But yeah, no. I think if you're shroom tripping, just make sure you're gonna do something that's going to tantalize the senses for sure. Whether it be a nature walk or swimming.
Don't drive.
Do not drive.
Don't drive.
You don't want to stimulate senses.
Be very careful with your surroundings because you might do some dumb stuff.
And the people around you.
Yeah, that's it.
Because the person around you can ruin your whole trip.
Yeah.
I never want to encounter that. Ever.
It happened to me once.
Really?
I had a bad trip. But that wasn't shrooms, but I had a bad trip.
Oh, okay.
And that was annoying, but I got over it. Another thing is like, don't ever think that if you do shrooms, you can't get yourself out of a bad place. Because you can.
Yeah.
You just have to like talk to yourself. You have to lock in with yourself like, oh yes, I'm a person. Don't ego death it or whatever. I don't really fully understand the concept of ego death.
Me either.
But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just feel like maybe it's the Leo in me. I just feel like you can't ego death me.
You can't kill a bad bitch.
Are you okay? I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. Like, I just don't think I can ego death.
I just felt like I felt like after a couple of trips that we had, I felt like this full circle moment with like childhood traumas and things that I was going through, like coming to light and connecting finally, and I don't know, all of that made me really see myself, and it felt like I was having some weird awakening where I didn't feel like I was that awake before. And that's what I thought.
But that's normal. Yeah, because shrooms does cause this, like, what do they call it? Like
self-realization.
Self-realization moment. Okay. So it does make you dig deep into yourself and like connect things, whether it makes sense or not. But you know, that is something that happens, deep introspection. But ego death is, from what I understand, is something totally different. It's where you feel void of a human. Like you feel like I'm just a soul and I'm trapped in a body, totally detached
from your host.
I don't think that can happen because I'm always talking to myself, and I'm always seeing myself.
For real.
That's what I'm saying. Is that Leo in me? Like,
I don't know if I ever want to experience that because it's got to be like those sensory pods where you are floating. Mm-hmm. I don't know,
but I'm
weird.
Scared of those. Yeah, because even still, I feel like I'm floating, but I'm looking at myself and I'm connecting things to myself.
Yeah,
like the first time I did it, I felt like I was on the freaking moon looking down at myself, but I'm still like, this is Angelique. Like, you are Angelique. Wow, you're a human in this life.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like I'm not a person or like that. I don't know if I could ever feel like that. But at the same time, I don't think I would ever put myself in a situation where I do too much intentionally.
And if I feel like if I look at other people's doses, like if you ever have heard anything about like Mike Tyson and how he does like fistfuls.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have not dosed the way that other psychonauts have dosed. We will have like a couple of stems in a little shot glass with some lime juice or blend it into something. I think our best was when we made those tacos. We got stoned. We got up there. And we threw down on the best tacos that LA has ever witnessed.
My God.
That only us witnessed.
That was such a good taco.
That was I think about them. Like, we made those with such love.
Yeah, we did. We were so into them, like so focused.
She pickled the onions. Yeah, and I was making that meat all glazed.
It was so good.
Seasoned perfectly. Like, yeah. We really chefed it up on that one.
Shout out to that taco.
Yeah, always. And then we like sauteed the shrooms into it, I think, right?
I think so. That and then we did Twitches too with the noodles.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was a good trip too. That was pretty strong. Yeah. Like we cooked the noodles in, like we cooked the mushrooms in with the noodles, and then we put the sauce and we were eating it like that. We was on 10.
Yeah, we should make a cookbook at this
point. Honestly, right? Psychedelic cookbook.
Yes. Yes.
Let me know if you would read that.
Come into a store near you.
I'm dead. It's been quite a year. I can't believe we're already in 2025.
It has been quite a year and it's only March.
I know.
But it has been a hell of a year. I know at the beginning I said nothing's been going on, but I guess a lot has been going on. I've traveled. And,
yeah, you did.
Yeah. I feel like after I leave a place, like I forget that shit happened.
Really?
A little bit.
Oh my God.
I'll go back and look at the pictures and stuff, but I don't know, like overall, like if you tell me, hey, what's been going on, Nolly? I'm like, oh, nothing. And it's like I just got back from Cuba. Like,
girl.
You guys, shit's getting scary because and I had a bad feeling before I even went to the airport the night of my flight to Cuba. Trump had reinstated Cuba to be an ally to terrorism or something. I don't fucking know, but like something like that. And when we got to the airport, they grilled the fuck out of us.
That's scary.
They were like, why are you going? What's your itinerary? Like they literally told us that our itinerary had to account for every moment that we were there, and like every moment had to be some type of contribution to the Cuban people. And when I went the last time, that just meant staying in a casa, what's it called? Like a house with the Cuban people, like one of their rentals. That kind of fulfilled the requirement. And this time they were like, no, like every waking moment, it can't be no cute shit, no touristy shit. You got to be doing something educational, religious.
And that's a really cool experience, though. I mean, it's scary. Don't get me wrong. Like that's scary. But
I was ready to turn around.
How could you disconnect from that?
I don't know.
That's a crazy experience. Like that would traumatize me. You know, and I would never move on.
There itself, like the people are very, like people will come up to you. They're very, I don't want to say friendly because they're not being friendly to be friendly. They are coming up to you to hustle you low key.
Yeah, tell them about that.
Yeah,
tell them about that.
Everyone comes up to you. It's because they clock you as an American. And they see it in your eye. They're like, oh, pretty American girls. Like, let me take you to this restaurant. And they're getting like something on the back end of that, or I don't even know. They just, because like at one point we just stopped listening to them, but like they're coming up to you with a pitch.
That's scary. Sure. But third world countries, I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense. But that's dope.
Still beautiful.
You got to go to Cuba, dude. Not a lot of people can go to Cuba.
Yeah.
Especially not now.
Yeah. That might have been, that ship might have sailed now.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. I wish I could have gone.
Yeah,
but
I've just seen so many photographers and their work. So it just became like a place that I had to go and take my camera out there too.
And I'm glad you did. Those pictures are forever.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Talk about them all the time.
Facts.
Yeah, just bring it up all the time.
Share them.
Yeah. Life is short. Don't forget that.
No, for real.
Those are the moments that matter.
I don't forget it. It's just like I don't know. I think on a day-to-day basis, my brain has a very like what's a word I'm trying to come up with? Surface level. Like my default is surface level.
I see.
Like you can ask me about something and I don't know, I'm not gonna have anything like off the dome, but if I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, actually, like I've experienced this.
I need a little time.
Yeah.
I'll be glitching.
A little bit, a lot of it.
But that's okay. That's okay. I forget a lot of stuff I shouldn't forget in either way.
It's in there. It is. I swear to you.
Oy vey. Well,
but yeah, so that's what we got for you today. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this last Friday of the month gig.
I think we said we're doing seasons, right? So this is season 2.
So yeah, and we're back.
So there's more to come. We're gonna try to be back next month, April, the last Friday of April. Come check us out.
Stay tuned. Let us know about your last shroom trip. What was your best shroom trip? What was your worst?
Or if you're afraid to do it, tell us why you're afraid to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to share that.
Absolutely.
Okay. And if you have any ideas for our next video, let us know. Okay.
Yes. And until then,
next time you see 11:11 on that clock, make a wish for me.
Bye. Okay.